Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you. Akim out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled Deacon Hakah is Very Insincere. Okay? And the reason I say that is because of the title of a recent lesson that he's getting ready to do, or he might have done already. I'm not sure. I didn't really check it out. But it was called, Did this camp sell out? Right? And it had the elder apostles of Great Millstone on the thumbnail. So anyone that listens to the apostles and elders, even if you don't listen to them all the time, right? You should know that they did not sell out. If you have any level of discernment inside of you, you should know that these men did not sell out. Okay? Because in order to judge, right, you have to be able to discern. Okay? You discern a man by his speech and the way he carries himself. Scriptures say, out of the abundance of a man's heart, the mouth speaketh. Right? So a man is going to speak what's in his heart. And they're staunchly against that. Not only are they staunchly against that, they're staunchly against materialism. Specifically the elder apostles. The Lord has that spirit upon them. Okay? That they're staunchly against materialism. See, me, I'm a kind of brother. I like to, I like to buy quality things. Okay, I like to buy quality. It's not about name brand. I actually rather not have the name brand all over it, but I like quality. I like jewelry. Can't afford any jewelry right now, right? But I like jewelry, right? So, but the apostles and elders, they're not even into those things. If they get a car, it'll be a regular type of car. In other words, you're not going to see them in a Hellcat like certain people we know, because they're not materialistic like that, right? You can tell. How do I know? By their speech, right? And by how they carry themselves. All right? But certain people, they're coercing you into sending them money every other day, right? And it may not be every other day, because these guys are, it's not every other day, it's once a week, whatever. Okay, you know what I mean? It's a figure of speech. Okay? As the elder Ariala says, grifting the community, grifting the brotherhood, right? Tell me you need this money to, I need this money, we lost our camera, I can't do no lessons. But you're on camera telling them you can't do lessons because you lost your camera. What do you have a phone for? See, doesn't a phone have a camera? You see, but a lot of these people that follow these guys, they don't use their brain, right? And then they offered Great Millstone, they offered them $1,000 to come and speak. Well, I thought you were in a deficit. Weren't you in a deficit based upon your camera? How do you have $1,000 to throw around? You see? And they think that because they would go and jump on that opportunity because they're all about the money, that the apostles of Great Millstone will do that. No. Because guess what? We're not about that. Right? Starting with the apostles and elders on down. We're not into we don't mix money with the truth. The money that we get, we separate that from the truth. We don't mix and mingle that, man. Okay? Trying to make a rap career out of the truth. No, we don't mix and mingle the truth with money. Things you do on the side. If you want to make an album on the side and do that personally, you could do that, right? Right? You want to do that, you can do that. But the thing is that these guys, they mix and mingle these things with the ministry, okay? But you're supposed to keep these things separate. You know, that's what the word holy means. It means separate. Right? So certain things you do it, but you do it on the, apart from the truth. Okay? To keep the truth pure. But these guys now will sell t-shirts. We'll be selling t-shirts, selling whatever, preset packages, which I don't know if they do that, but there's certain camps that, they used to sell things like that, breakdowns and shit like that, which I believe they do, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I heard them say that, you get certain breakdowns on their Patreon or something like that, but I could be wrong, but I believe I'm right. All right. So, that's to show you who's really about the money, who really sold out, who's really doing these interviews with flipping freaks, with sexual deviants. Who's doing interviews with sexual deviants like Adam 22? You're going to see Great Millstone doing no fucking interview with Adam 22. We don't care how much he could offer us 100,000. We're not interested in doing no fucking interview with you because you're a damn demon. Okay? And there's nothing going to be but the only thing that's going to come from that is straight perversion. You understand? Right? And if we do it something dealing with the truth, let's say if the Spirit gets on the apostles to say, you know what, I'm going to do an interview, right? They're not going to do it for the money, right? They're not going to do it for the money purposes. We'll tell them, listen, man, you can keep your money. We're gonna push this truth, this 100% truth out, right? Because it's not about the money; it's about the pure truth, and we've stayed consistent with that. Especially the apostles and elders, they stayed consistent with that. So you putting their picture up, saying that they sold out for money or whatever the case may be, they got the money behind them. You're a damn demon, and that shows that you're insincere. You're not right. Okay, you're not right. Okay. You're really just a nigga with a Bible. That's really all you are, man. I'm just going to call it what it is. That's all you are. A grimy nigga with a Bible. And that translates to your followers, man. Hey, shalom. All right? That energy translates to your followers. That's why I had an individual on the comment board try to threaten me, right? Because he got in his feelings because he was getting cut with the scriptures. But these are the type of people that listen to you, and that's the energy they come with. That gangster energy, right? So-called, quote unquote. Okay? And you think that, but that goes back to the ancient Sakari, because the ancient Sakari were a bunch of cutthroats. They weren't righteous men. So that's spiritual that you called yourself the Sakari, but you're not spiritual. So you can't see the problem with that, because you're not spiritual. You don't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai on you. That's why he said, why would I keep the law if it can't save me? The scriptures clearly tell you all through the scriptures, the law can't save you. It clearly tells you you're offending one, you're offending all. It clearly tells you that, man. If your righteousness is of the law, then Yahweh Shai, is no avail to you. It says that all throughout the New Testament. It clearly states that. This is why Yahweh Shai came in the first place, man. But according to Deacon Hakah, why would I keep the law if it can't save me? You see what I mean? These guys have the mindset of, they have the carnal mindset when they look at the Bible. They look at the Bible with a carnal mind. Okay? With a carnal mind, because they're none of his. They're not his. But those that are of the elect are going to be able to see that. Those that are not of the elect, they're not going to be able to perceive that. Okay? They're not going to be able to perceive that, man. Okay? You understand? So we're warning the ones that may be of the hopeful elect to get away from that group, to get away from that leadership, to get away from those kind of people, man. And to follow the correct doctrine and be in the right spirit. That's all we're telling these people, right? And the ones that are his sheep, hey, they're gonna hear his voice. The ones that are not of his sheep, they're gonna go astray, okay? And they're gonna find out the closer we get to the end, that they're not following the right people. They're not following the right leadership. The closer we get to the end, they're going to find that out. That the Spirit is not with them and the Spirit is not with their leadership. The closer we get to the end. Okay? Wait till they make that transition. That economic transition. And you gotta choose between eating or drinking or or taking the going without food and water or taking the chip. We're gonna see what these guys are gonna do, man. We're gonna see how these guys are gonna behave, right? Okay, 'cause I'm telling you, if the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai is not on you, you're through. You're through. Okay? Point blank, period, man. And there's nothing we could do for you. We're just here as messengers to warn you about these people, warn you about these grievous wolves that come in and they're not trying to spare the flock. For them, it's about saving faces. For them, it's about keeping you in that zombified state. Because if you start to find out, oh, wait a minute, Great Millstone was right on that point, then maybe you might just say, you know what, maybe I should be listening to Great Millstone. They don't want that. Why? Because they look at this as a business. They look at the truth as a business. They don't look at the truth as the Spirit is guiding will guide the elect to the right way, because the Spirit is not dealing with them. They're not spiritual. They look at it as an actual business. Okay? They have to do PR. They have to do they have to deal with public relations. They have to look good in the eyes of the people, and they have to try to make their competitors look bad. That's how they look at it. Okay? And if their image is damaged because they went off, instead of repenting and saying, no, we went off, we're going to change this, what they do is they deflect and they try to do damage control. Okay? They try to do damage control, showing you they're not in the Spirit of Yahweh Shai. You got to be able to pick up on these things, man. You have to be able to pick up upon the sincerity of a group, the sincerity of men. If you can't, you can't be a judge. You can't be a leader. You really lack intelligence, because the word intelligence, I always say this, goes into to choose between. That's what really the word intelligence means, to judge, to know how to judge, to have good judgment, good discernment. All right. And even, by the way, even Vocab Malone and Sonnet have both agreed the most sincere group out there is Great Millstone. They both agreed, and they're enemies. They're enemies of the truth. Okay? We don't have no dealings with them. You guys matter of fact, you have dealings with them. You guys are like friends. You guys are like buddies. Okay? He gave your leader the name Gorilla Hebrew, whatever. I guess that's his alter ego or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Right? So they agree. Even our enemies agree that Great Millstone is the most sincere group out there. So for you to say that we sold out, that shows you are a demon. That shows you are a wicked man, period. Full of deceit and guile. Because if we don't believe a person sold out just because we don't agree with an individual, we're not going to say that he sold out just because we don't agree. No, we're going to say he sold out if we believe he sold out. We're going to say we believe he sold out if he's showing signs of selling out. Not just because we had a disagreement with the guy. You see? That's how you guys operate. That's how you guys operate, because you're disingenuous. Okay? You're not right. See? I wish I could read that scripture on a comment board. But right now I'm driving. But hold on, let me see if I can park here real quick. Just to read the scripture the brother's posting. But yeah, man. These dudes are not genuine. They're very, very, very deceptive. Okay, the brother GMS in his likeness. He's posting Matthew's 7 and 15. It says, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. That's exactly what they are, a bunch of wolves, man. Ye shall know them by their fruits. You have to judge their fruits, the character. There's the fruit. The most important fruits is the fruits inside you. Then you have other fruits, which are the you judge by the words they speak, by their actions. You see, other fruit you could judge by is the men that are under them. How sincere are they? You understand what I'm saying? You see? They're not sincere. Okay? They have a thug-like mentality when it comes to this truth, which is the spirit of a zealot, which is not the spirit of Yahweh Shai. It says, ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. That's it. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. And this is why anyone that's not right, that's among great millstone, guess what happens? The spirit finds them out and they get removed from the body because they can't be a part of a good tree. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Point blank, period, man. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to judge them based upon their actions, based upon not just their actions, but their words. Okay? See? The false doctrines they push, the false mindset they push out. Right? So anyways, if you have eyes, you should be able to see that these guys are not right. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. And I'll say shalom.